Whoa! Novation can really make you hype. I'm super stoked. I fell in love with this device, not when it's first released, but a little bit after. And right now, Novation are saying something is going to happen on February 9th. Super excited. I don't know if they're releasing the Novation 2, Novation Pro, another update, really cool update. I just felt like right before they're releasing it, I have to say what I'm missing on the Novation circuit. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I think it's an amazing tool. I use it all the time. Battery powered, 2 synths, 4 drum parts, a lot of stuff packed into this tiny device. They also have a speaker here. What else can you ask, you know? I'm sure you can find some used one, but I'm not sure I would buy a used one before February 9th. I just wanted to list some of the stuff that I think are missing in the Novation circuit. Well, first of all, everything I'm saying here in this video comes with love. Really, true love to Novation and the circuit in particular. The circuit is an amazing device, amazing tool. Fell in love with it. I've seen it in one of those expo shows that let you play with it. And I really love the idea, but I felt something is missing. And Novation felt it too. And they really improved the circuit since it's released. They improved it so much that it became a huge tool in music production. I think a lot of us using it and loving it because of how fun it is, easy to understand. If you sit with it for an hour or so, you can understand all the buttons and what they do and why. And it's really amazing. And it sounds great. You have a lot of stuff going on. I mean, it's pretty limited, but with that, you can do so much. And the fact that it's so lightweight, battery operated, no wires, just hook up your headphones, you're ready to go. So much fun, so amazing. I just wanted to list all the stuff that I think will make the Novation circuit from a really amazing production tool that is a little bit of a toy to a grown-up production tool. If there will be some kind of a device with all the stuff that I'm listing in this video, it will be out of this world. A lot of companies are trying to introduce us to the new way of thinking, to a new tool. They're trying to innovate something. Not a lot of companies actually do it. I think Novation have done it plenty of times. For instance, the Launchpad. The Launchpad has been released a long time ago and it's still relevant today. Not only that, it became a standard. A lot of other companies are doing something similar to the Launchpad. Obviously, it has to do with how Ableton works, but not only Ableton. You have Fruity Loop stuff, Logic. The Launchpad really changed how we create music and loops. Another good example by Novation is the Twitch. The Twitch is a DJ controller, and it was very early on removed the jog wheels and gave us 8 pads on each deck. It was like a touch stripe. It was amazing. It was really cool controller. At the time, I think it didn't have a lot of commercial success, but obviously it changed how DJ controller look today, because today a lot of DJ controllers don't have the jog wheels, and even if they do have the jog wheels, they will have to have those 8 pads. Those 8 pads are now standard, like the Launchpad, like the Twitch. Now it's standard. Well, I don't need to explain to you why the circuit is so amazing, but I still think it's a little bit of a toy. It's very powerful. The synth engines and the samplers, it's really amazing, really powerful. A little bit of a toy. And I have few suggestions how to make it from a toy to a really grown-up, amazing production, music creating device. Now, everything I'm saying here, I don't think about the budget. I don't think about the engineering of it. I don't think about any of that. So I know I'm going crazy with it. But here are a few things that I think will change the circuit for the very best. Well, the first thing, multi-track recording over USB. Got a USB here, but only for MIDI and for data. I've seen a lot of people, and I've did it myself. You can just press play, mute and unmute the different channels, and then you have the different loops in your DAW, and you can, use it in your DAW and do whatever you want. But the fun part about the Novation that makes it so much amazing is the playfulness, the performance aspect of the circuit is what really makes the circuit such a unique tool. By the way, I did a daily upload of me playing with the circuit. I tried also to record like a reference track, stereo track of my performance, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then record all the stuff individually and then build it. But it was so hard that it's just easier to do whatever you want with your DAW. It's hard to recreate performance that you did with the circuit. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like if I could record multi-tracks into my DAW and then later on edit it, add all the stuff that I do in mixing and whatever, that would be my go-to tool. I wouldn't use other stuff to start something. I would use the rest of my gear just, to add flavor, but this will be my go-to. It's already kind of my go-to, but only for sketching ideas. I think multi-track recording would make that really amazing tool. Everyone will have to have it, really. Another thing that will be really, really cool to see on circuit is a sampler. Not like the drums that you have, the drum parts, a sampler that you can put piano note, a guitar note, synth note, whatever, and just play with it. One short note, play with it. I think it will really change how I use the circuit. You could have your original sound or even just add samples and use it as a synthesizer. That will be also amazing. I don't know, something like that. But if you're already doing something like that, don't take away one of the synths. Add another channel, right? And if you're doing that already, add 2 samplers, 2 synths, 2 samplers, 4 drum parts. Perfect, amazing. Another thing that I don't know how many other users might experience that, but I felt like I really, really needed an input. Why would you need an input? Well, first of all, if you have samplers in that, that'll be cool to record onto it. But even if you don't have that option, even if you just give me an XLR on top of it and just have another channel that I can control the volume, sidechain, reverb, some distortion, compression, EQ, I'm going too far. I mean, I'm doing it anyway. So something like that I can hook up my microphone into it and work with that. That will be amazing. When I first got it and learned it and start to develop my style with it, I realized that I could potentially have a full show only with the circuit, nothing else. Just bring the circuit. Can you imagine how much fun it is to just take that alone? I broke my back with a lot of heavy equipment going to shows. To have something like that and to perform only with that, it's amazing. I actually, before March 2020, I performed a little bit with that. It was okay, but I didn't really had enough processing power. And actually, I bought this TC Helicon Voice Live Play. It got a lot of really, really cool processing power. It's also have an auxiliary in. Take the audio from here into here, then XLR out to the front of the house, and that's it. I have these 2 connected. I control everything audio-wise. I have cool vocals with cool synths and drums. And what else can you ask, right? Well, if that processing power or a little bit of it will be in the circuit, that'll be really, really amazing. One thing that maybe I'm exaggerating here a little bit, I think it's the most possible idea. The effect on the circuit, you can really do some wide sounds with it, make everything bigger and wider and better. But I think if it would be possible to have stereo samples on the drums, that could really, really improve the sound of everything. Percussion, vocal chop, all kind of really good stuff that I'm using with the drum samples. If I could have a stereo sample as well, that really could improve the sound here. I think it's worth noting that. And the last one, could you please make it easier to clean those pads? They're just so hard. They're always dirty. It's getting dirty so much, and I see it on YouTube videos, I see it on my circuit. But it's not an Ovation circuit kind of feature. It's also the push, it's the drum impact. I have the same thing here. Those rubber pads are just impossible to clean and they get dirty so much. But yeah, I'll forgive you about that. Well, this is everything I got on the circuit. There are a couple of other stuff that I thought will be cool, but not that important. I think the multi-track recording is like the really most important thing, but the rest of the stuff are also very, very important. Let me know what you think, if I missed something, if you agree, if you disagree, if you think I'm just a schmuck, whatever, let me know. And also, like, subscribe, share, all the stuff that you do. I hope to see you again. Have fun, make good music.